Holy cow, how lucky are we that there's still Slenderman series out. If you're not new to the internet, you like creepypastas, you're familiar with the horror side of YouTube, or because of the upcoming movie event that I'm sure there's going to be lots of publicity for, you are now learning about Slender Man. Lucky you. Everyman Hybrid and Tribe12 has started posting again. I'm so excited! I'm very excited. I'm sorry, I probably blew the mic levels. I'm the best! Like, like, I love Slender Man so much. I have at least a gig of footage of me running through the woods, and if you dig through my old videos on this channel, there's at least one where I do a Slender Man setup, but I am not slender or tall. But it was fun, and I love it. If this is too much for you, you need to back up. Slender Man is a creepypasta. He's the internet's first urban myth, arguably by Idea Channel. Oh, God. So sometimes he's Slender Man, sometimes he's the stranger, sometimes he's the operator, sometimes he has tentacles, but it's generally a blank-faced man, maybe the arms of different length, who teleports around and tortures victims in the woods, and is able to get into impossible places. Like, the first... when I was in the thick of it and catching up on all the Slender Man series a couple years ago, probably 2013 or something like that, God, it's so great. I'm so excited. Like, I would stay up till it's too late, and then I would have to go around and make sure all of the doors and windows were locked because it got in my head so bad. What's great about the Slender Man series is it's not quite a found footage. Somewhere I had my summer gear. Where did it go? Huh? Where did this get here? I think this is mine. It's not quite a found footage kind of art. It is a vlog. It's a horror vlog. People talking to the camera, uploading videos to YouTube, and doing it. Sometimes they find footage, but a lot of times it's just them, and sometimes they go the extra mile and put AR games out in the world, and real stuff to find, and real different internet things to set up to figure out for puzzles. It's all the fantastic things about the internet. My two favorites have always been, one, Marble Hornets, which finished up its run, I think it was in 2016. A couple years ago, it finished its series. So you can go back anytime and see a fantastic, full-on horror series. And like any other kind of genre, it kind of has its tropes. So the cool thing about it is you don't see the monster very often. Marble Hornets, you don't see the monster until episode 3, and it's like a glimpse. But it always does... But it feeds off of personal space violation. Slender Man can go anywhere. He can show up in your room at night while you sleep. He messes with your memory. He makes you doubt your own sanity and drives you insane, which is the didactic and vlogging excuse to have a camera on you all the time. So it's not just that this Slender Man thing is stalking you. It's that it's stalking you and you have to voluntarily give up part of your privacy, recording yourself 24 hours a day in order to know it's not messing with you, and to be able to experience your own memory because you can't have memories anymore. And also, it keeps you up at night, which also it's so great. It also combines the really cool aspect of going into abandoned buildings and exploring it. Like, I hope these people get permission. Don't do it on your own, but old abandoned buildings are so cool to go through. This kind of the plant overgrowth and everything being broken, and to imagine that this was once a functioning place and now it's just covered in overgrowth and is like dilapidated, and there's something supremely creepy about that. So what really struck me and what really told me that I was so drawn in and captivated by this is I'm watching this video and there's a guy breathing and the camera's going everywhere and it's in the woods and I am close to the screen and I am pausing every other frame to see if I see something, and I realize he's just running through the woods. It's a person running through the woods, and just because they put him in any corner of the screen, it's a where's Waldo for the monster. He's not always there, but sometimes he's there, and you just have to pause it and like see if you spot it. And it's fantastic. So what we got so far for this? We got horror, we have personal space invasion, we have the creepy unknown, we have voluntarily giving up your own privacy, we have where's Waldo aspect, and it's all vlogging and like that intrusive kind of life vlog. It's fantastic. Everyman Hybrid took this idea and kind of kicked it up a notch.
What? What's this? Is that the operator signal?
So Everyman Hybrid was made by a bunch of guys. They're all strong. They work out, knives. They have knives, weapons, and they're all huge fans of creepypastas. While other Slender Man series, people run away and they need to hide and they like stay indoors and don't socialize and feel isolated, Everyman Hybrid was a group of very capable testosterone-driven men who fought the Slender Man. There is a point where they go after him with a baseball bat and hit him with a car. It's it's incredible. They get into teleportation where there will be pockets of space that lead to another spot where you climb into your friend's closet and you come out in an abandoned building somewhere. And they're able to cut it up together really seamlessly and fantastically, and it's disorienting for you, the viewer, and they're disoriented, and it's just fantastic. I'm going to say the word fantastic a lot because I love it. So Everyman Hybrid does not stop at the Slender Man. They grab a couple other creepypastas. They also get into the Rake and the Habit, and it's like these are guys that know and love creepypastas, and they've been on a tiny hiatus. But in the story's been a hiatus because we're down to one character and he's stuck in a house with the Habit, who is protecting and torturing him. It's I don't know why these Slender Man series are popping back, or if like there was a Kickstarter I missed, or if for some reason the movie studio is paying them to get going again, in which case this is the best. In which case this is the one and only reason why I like the movie. A short aside on the Slender Man movie, I it's not out yet, but from what I've seen it in the trailer, they took the Slender Man and then they just put it in a generic... Sorry, I clapped. They took the Slender Man and they put it in a generic horror movie, which is not the Slender Man. You know all those things I just listed about why it's so fantastic? The movie might not do those. And it doesn't look like it does. It looks like a very generic horror thing, where Slender Man is an offbeat internet kind of horror thing. And it's just not my Slender Man.
What was that? It's another one? It's another script. Just... Oh man. Looks like an old deer path. Hey, where is it draining to? Something over there. Sorry, there's a bunch of low-hanging brush there. It's too weird. Why is this all my old scripts? No, it's the Slender Cam!
I just had to gush about that in the peculiar art form of vlogging horror. Fantastic. Hi, thanks for watching. I now have a Patreon that you can go to. There you can get some very personal rewards. Other than just watching my videos, you can read my writing, and I can write things to you with your name and send them to your house. Like the Slender.